Mickey's Garden is a 1935 short directed by Wilfred Jackson. It's a Mickey short, but we also have Pluto here too. And to begin with, it was actually quite slow, and I was thinking, am I really going to enjoy this? Is this really the caliber of the average Mickey Mouse short? But actually, once it got underway and it got to the crux of the narrative, I actually found it really enjoyable. Mickey is gardening, and there are obviously insects everywhere, and he is spraying them with insecticide. They're causing him all kinds of problems. And he accidentally mixes the sprayer incorrectly when he's creating more insecticide, and this causes the insects to become massive. And suddenly he is riding on a caterpillar, this huge caterpillar, and the mushrooms are growing so they're much taller than Mickey himself, and all of these different kind of insects and critters and bugs are blossoming, if you like, into large creatures, and the animation style for that is a lot of fun. We get to see a lot of brilliant facial expressions. The bugs have some really great facial expressions, and it's pretty interesting to see how Mickey handles it, because on the one hand, he's completely gobsmacked at what's happened. He's also terrified. Pluto is very terrified. Also, the colour of Pluto is really interesting. There are not many shorts. I can't think of another short actually where he is this colour. He's much more of a beige colour than he is the classic kind of bright yellow, golden yellow colour. Here he's much more muted and beige, and he looks very kind of pallid and pale and sick. He looks very sickly, and it's a little bit unnerving. Mickey himself, of course, is not quite at the animation style. I apologise if you can hear some car horns outside my house. I live near a main road, and people are very impatient. Um, that does not affect my my appreciation of this short. I thought it was very well animated. I loved the tall grass, and how Mickey. It's like Mickey has been shrunk down to size. That's what the animation feels like, because things around him just keep popping up and sprouting and becoming bigger. And I guess it's kind of like that in reverse. It is enjoyable. It's not my favourite Mickey Mouse short. As I said, it was quite slow to progress. It did take a little bit of time for me to kind of understand what the narrative was going to be and to actually start enjoying it. But once it got underway, I thought it was a really interesting concept. I was curious to find out what would grow next and what kind of bug would be enlarged next. And the animation style of the creatures, the critters, and their faces, I thought were pretty good. Pinto Colvig voices Pluto, and Walt Disney himself, of course, voices Mickey Mouse. We also have Clarence Nash voicing the stag beetle, for what that information is worth. Three brilliant voice artists, a pretty decent animation, an interesting narrative that took a bit of time to get going, but generally speaking, Mickey's Garden is one that's worth watching.